Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great day today. So, today we are doing a White House sort of colonial, I don't know what to call this house, sort of build. That was such a great description there. But it kind of looks like a sort of traditional American style ish house that sort of looks like the White House. So that's what I have called it. So it's very white if you haven't guessed that already. We've got some traditional sort of features to it. It's got lots of balconies and it uses some of the traditional pillars and stuff as well. And this house was created again before Seasons came out. So if you don't have Seasons yet, then you can go ahead and download this build off the gallery. It was quite fun to do this house because I had sort of envisioned bringing out one of the balconies so there was a nice pool shade like what we're working on here, and sort of doing a more traditional sort of different styled house because we don't have too many of these houses about in the UK unless it's like a country sort of estate house that has been inspired by sort of other things. Normally our houses are quite similar and sort of have a more a different formal look to what this house actually is. So in this house we have a big kitchen dining area that kind of uses the back bit that I've pulled out of the rooms to kind of put the dining table in, and it has another formal dining room, a formal living room, and sort of a snug lounge room at the front. And I think it's got 4 bedrooms and a few en suites and stuff, and it's got a pool and a sunken garden as well. And because I had built this in Bridlington Bay, I kind of tried to make it quite a summery sort of feel and theme. So we've got lots of palm trees and a lot of the ferns from Jungle Adventures as well, just to get the theming going and get those summer vibes, as it's still warm and summery here, and it's been very nice. And it's been nice to see the sun because it'll be disappearing soon probably. And this is our little sunken bit that I'm kind of planning out now. So I kind of wanted to do a formal garden but have it sort of on a different level to the house, because obviously it can't do as much as we used to be able to do in Sims 3, where we could like scoop the ground out and do it on all different like terrain levels. But it was kind of the best I could do with what the tools we have on offer here in The Sims. And I did a bit of a different hallway as well. So we've got 2 stairs that go up into the first floor, and we've got a nice big balcony area that looks down into the hallway. And I thought it was quite a fun and different space, and I quite like building some nice entrance and hallways at the moment for some reason. And I got a fun build coming out tomorrow that has to be a build tour because it didn't film, but it's something fun and community based that you can put into your build. So that'll be all fun for tomorrow. I've got to think of how I'm going to do that. And a lot of the doors and stuff are archways and big glass like windows, trying to get a load of light in. that was a bit posh. And using the pillars from the outside on the inside as well to kind of create that separation between the breakfast sort of room and the bathroom and the kitchen area. So it's a really good family home, and we use lots of nice light woods and some of the carpets as well upstairs in the bedroom area. And it's quite white and creamy inside until we get to the bedrooms and stuff, and then they've got their own personalities and stuff. So this is the kitchen. We're using the Parenthood counters because I thought they were fitted in very nicely with the style that I was trying to go for. And we've got this massive island counter in the middle as well. So had to add in a load of windows as well because I forgot to add any on the sides, and kind of the sides look quite bare compared to the front and the back, so we kind of detail those up at the end just to make them look a bit nicer. But we got the medium height walls for everywhere, so everything's really nice and open and airy. And we've got a few bits of like family detail with the hand painted plates, and it pops a washing machine in the kitchen as well. So really it should have this house would probably have a utility room somewhere, either in the basement or upstairs, or the bathroom that's downstairs at the kitchen. That probably would have been better as a utility room. And then on this wall here I kind of made it a family space, so if they get any certificates or anything they can pop it up on the wall. And we've got the parenthood sort of parent board thing on there as well, so you can set all the stuff up and leave some notes and stuff. And then on the counter itself I just popped a few decoration items, and there's a few chairs about as well, so you can sit around and watch the parents make some dinner or something, or do your homework while the dinner's being made, and make it a really family space, especially as we've got all new events and stuff that involve like grand meals and stuff from seasons. So kind of making spaces where you can have lots of big gatherings and stuff. And then this is the sort of breakfast room that has a big dining table and a little bar at the end. So I thought that fitted in the end space quite nicely. And I was kind of trying to find sort of wall like cabinets and stuff to put around the room just to make it a bit more interesting. And then this was a little area that connects the formal dining room to the kitchen and the outside as well. So I kind of put in a few fireplaces about and made it a little cozy nook that you can kind of hide away a bit and sort of just relax away from everyone else. And then this is the formal dining room. So this has a big formal table in the middle, and it's got some extra comfy seats, and everything is obviously super white. And I've added in the little cats, well, it's not little, the cats and dogs sort of the plate shelf thing. I don't know what it's called, but I added that in because I thought that'd be a good centerpiece in the room, and that's probably why they keep all their fine china and stuff. And then we've got a hint of blue in the room through the Jungle Adventure pots and the plates and the little wall rug that I popped up as well. And then this is the formal seating area, so it still has a TV and stuff in it, and I brought in a few more of the wood tones just to match the flooring. So we've got the Jungle Adventure coffee table and side tables, and then I've paired those with the cats and dogs, the brown and the white variant of the bookcases, and I thought they were matched in quite well. And then we've got lots of like bay window seats around the place, just so there's lots of nice seating areas. And then in this bay window I popped in the pet stuff, because this was where one of the default families from Cats and Dogs lives, and they have a cat and a dog, so I popped in some stuff for both their pets. And then this room is quite odd because it has two fireplaces in it, so we kind of got some different spaces to pop some sort of like pots and ornaments on them. And then this is the little snug area, so it's not as like nicely decorated as the other rooms. It's kind of a more family sort of chill out room, and we're bringing in some yellows and some coloured cushions as well, so it's just making it a bit more lively. And it's also a sort of skill building and computer room as well. And I've used a lot of the yellow like curtains around the place, just so they can section off different parts of the house and like cover up different doors and windows and make it quite a cozy sort of space and make it a bit more friendly and inviting as well. And then in the hallway bit, I've just expanded the carpet and put some sort of tables and a coat rack as well up there, so you can sort of dump all your stuff. Then I was just figuring out some of the layout in the bedrooms, because I wanted to add in another ensuite bathroom in what would be the teens bedroom. So first of all, we're going to work on the kids bedroom, and I went a bit crazy with the corner seats in this build. Seem to be using them literally everywhere. So we're using the blue Parenthood wallpaper, I think it is, that has the different coloured stripes on it. So I've used those in like 3 bedrooms just to give it a bit of variety and a bit of different colour variants. So this is very blue and white and creams and browns, so it's very nautical, very seaside reflecting, and sort of fits in with the outside area that the house is based in as well. So it's got all the kids stuff that you need, and could easily expand into a teen's bedroom when your Sims gets a bit older. And this is one of the teen bedrooms. So this one is more for the daughter that they have. So I kind of made it a yellow and white room, which was a nice colour scheme. It's nice and fresh and airy, and it's got a few plants about, a few different seating areas. We do bring in a pastel pink as well, because I popped in one of these the seating areas that have the books underneath for the end of the bed, and then thought that would be a nice complementary colour to bring into the rest of the room. So another corner seat goes in, and that is in the same pink colour, and then I use that for the mat and some of the other objects in the room as well. And this one has slightly more character than the other teen bedroom, which is more a male focus one, or it could even be a guest bedroom, because it's got a ensuite, where that is only the kids bedroom that doesn't have an ensuite, and adding in a load of curtains and stuff as well. And then this is the master bedroom, so it has the biggest bathroom, and it's over the dining room bit of the kitchen. So we're going for the bright teal bluey green colour as the scheme in here, with some of the natural woods to go with the carpets and stuff. But we've got that nice bright blue wall at the back. There's our little feature wall, and we've got some not built-in wardrobes, but we've got some wardrobe areas. I pop in some seating and a desk as well, and sort of all the bathrooms kind of go along with the blue Parenthood tile variant of things, that ties in quite nicely with some of the nautical stuff that we've got going on. And I popped in a yellow chair in there as well, just to pick up the yellow from the paintings, and then I popped in a yellow rug just to make a bit of different colour variants. Then this is the male teen or a guest bedroom, so using greys and whites and blacks. I popped in some of the built-in wardrobes, but made a little cutout area, so there's like a getting ready space and a place where you can put all your bits and bobs. And I do like the fitness stuff sort of side table, because it has the cutaway bit, so you can pop some stuff underneath and make it a little sort of shoe rack underneath, or a little hideaway. And it's got a small desk and a bookshelf and a seating area as well, but it's not overly decorated, so it probably work quite well as a guest space. And it's quite a nice space to kind of come in and put your own personality into the room. And then it was a huge sort of landing area, so I kind of had to fill it up with a load of different stuff. I had lots of seating areas and sort of another little mini sort of living area, so you can come and chill out upstairs if you wanted to. And there's the doorway up the top there leads out onto the balcony as well, which has a few fun things out there. And we use a lot of bookcases and stuff, because we didn't actually place a proper study or office area, so I kind of used the landing as that kind of space and pop some of the cats and dogs paintings about as well, just to make it feel fit the theme. And I went a bit overboard with the palms, but I think they work quite well. So this is the social area at the top above the pool. So we've got a barbecue, we've got a seating area, and then we've got a sort of sofa lounge area at the top there. And I also add some of the fairy lights from City Living at the top, so it becomes a really cool party space. So if you're thinking about having a summer barbecue with your Sims or a pool party, then it would be a perfect space to kind of chill out. And I added a lot of palm trees and some more of the fern trees as well around the place, which made it really, really summery and nice. And then we're just working on the sunken garden, so it's a bit more formal. Everything has its sort of prim and proper place, and it's a nice area for your Sims to come and just relax in and sort of be away from the rest of the garden. It's got a few benches and stuff down there, and we sort of imitate this at the top by the side of the house, just to have a bit of continuity and flow to the garden, just so that it all connects nicely together. And I think it's quite a nice break between the pool area, which is all built into the house itself, and the sort of natural landscape. And they do have a few like formal like topiary bushes about, just to finish off the garden area. And they do a bit of landscaping and stuff as well, just to put some terrain paint down under the trees, just so they sort of fit in with the landscape, and add a few green walls on the sides, just because they looked a bit bare, and we needed some extra detailing along the sides just to make it look a bit more interesting. We also put in some outdoor lighting and stuff, just working on the roof because I wanted to overhang slightly so the pillars kind of made sense. And we add in some like nice lighting, and I think this build looks really cool when it's lit up at night time, so it'd be really cool to have some evening soirees and stuff like that. And we just add a few like nautical details, like the pool sort of leaf fisher and the hose pipe as well. Now we're going in and putting in all the lighting, and I think it looks really cool when it's lit up, especially from the back here. That's probably my favorite view of it. And then here we are adding in the fairy lights and making it a very cool party space. I hung some lights underneath the pool bit as well, just to make it so you can actually use it at any time of the day. And I think we are just gonna finish up by putting in some of the post boxes and stuff. So here are the screenshots. I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and if you'd like to see any more builds, then feel free to subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.